USA versus the world, right? It was brought up, how would the USA team fare if they played the world in a 7-game series? You probably, me and Mo is probably not going to speak for a while after this, but I got to tell you, Mo, in a 7-game series, I can't say, look, you see the starting five: Luka, Jokic, Giannis, SGA, and Wembanyama. Those are starting five. We ain't even talked about the other guys that they could get, like Bogdanovich and some other guys. I'm sure that they will have. I just think we're at the point right now is that 14. If they play it right now, I guess the question is, we're not talking about 2028. We'll talk about that when that time comes. But let's say they play now. First, I would love to see this. I think that competition would just be extraordinary to see Team USA, best Team USA versus best world. Mo, how confident are you feeling that the USA could win this in a 7-game series? You in 5 and 6 and 7, and I'm gonna say 7. I'm gonna say they win in 7,
Listen,
but it's gonna be a tough 7.
I told you before the Olympics started that Team USA would not lose a game. You wouldn't listen to me. I'm telling you now, JB.
Okay, here we
Seven
go.
game series. It's
Against
a
the best
sweep.
in the world.
It's against the best in the world. It's a sweep. First of all, I know you're speaking hypothetically, right? But just think about how disrespectful that is to say that. Team USA is so good that you got to get the rest of the world to come together to try to defeat them. Thanos versus the Avengers. Come on, man. They're not losing a game. They're not going to lose a game. I get it, Joker. Wembanyama. Don't act like the boy a seasoned vet. He's great. Ain't no doubt about it. But when you're going up against the best of the best of the best, it's going to be a whole lot of that right there. And it's going to be a whole lot of just
Okay.
beating them boys up in the I mean, it's too much, man. It's too much.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Here's where I push back on that. Two things. One, what set of rules are we playing? Because I would assume they're
Here we
playing
go.
FIBA rules. I assume they're playing FIBA rules. But two, Mo, they just almost lost to Serbia, and they had a tight game against France, and that wasn't even the best of the world that they were playing against. So you mean to tell me if some let's just take the French team, right? They take Rudy will still be on there in there somewhere, but they take some of those
Rudy's
guys
up
off
there. Okay.
and they replace some of those guys that was on Team France with Giannis. Giannis, former MVP. He's a national. I mean, he's a NBA champ. Jokic, MVP, NBA champ. Luka just got to the finals. SGA, second place in the MVP. Like, bro,
You
like
know, do you
these are
know
not.
what do you know what Team USA has that the world don't have?
Tell me.
They got a rotation that's brutal. You
Okay.
got KD. Okay. Sit him down. Come on, Anthony Davis. Sit him down. Come on, Joel Embiid. Come on. Bro, Jason Tatum barely played. Don't think he ain't got nothing to offer.
Oh, I'm
It's
sure he do. I'm saying,
bro,
but
it's
no,
too
you're
much. It's
you're
too
saying
much.
okay. Here's the thing.
What does the world's bench look like?
Let's
Because that
clarify.
matters.
We'll talk about the bench here in just a second. Let
Okay.
me clarify something with everyone. Me and Mo are not disagreeing that the USA winning. We both agree that they would win. But Mo is saying it's a sweep.
It's a sweep. It's a sweep. It's a sweep. I'm gonna give you the equivalent of what you're talking about right here.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Team USA versus the world is like the 2001 finals when Allen Iverson went up against the Lakers. Solid
And they
team.
won one
It was a
game.
pretty good team in overtime.
And
It's a
they
pretty
won one
good
game.
team. They won one game in overtime. But the world don't have Allen Iverson. Who is that one dominant, just no matter what, scrappy, getting you with however many points you need player? Who is that? It's not Jokic. It's not him, right? He has his game. He can score. He's a bucket.
Right.
But Jokic having to fight against Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, you know what I'm saying? All 4 games. It's gonna be hard for him.
Man, I can't believe
It's gonna be
you
hard
saying
for him, man. Are you putting Joker and Wembanyama on the floor at the same time? I guess
yeah.
so. Okay, all right. You almost got to. You almost
And you
got to. But I
and you
want to hear your
said
bench.
the bench. We got Rudy. We know Rudy's gonna be on the bench. You
I'm gonna
got
try not to laugh. I'm trying to laugh.
you
I'm
got
sorry.
you got you could
Straight
take
face.
2 or 3 guys off of Canada's team. They'll probably put Etney in there. You got Dylan Brooks, you got RJ Barrett. They'll take one, somebody from Canada. I'm one guy. I don't think it'll be,
Is Jamal Murray playing?
yeah, Jamal. I forgot about Jamal Murray. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
okay,
Yeah,
all right,
it'll be
okay,
Jamal Murray. So yeah, so it'll be SGA and Jamal Murray. Thank you. You
okay.
actually helping out my
I just
case.
helped your argument. Go ahead.
Uh, Evan Fournier, Bogdanovich. Uh, they may, bro. They may even pick somebody up off of South Sudan to be at the end of the bench. I'm just
Okay.
telling you.
So now we're going away from what we saw in the Olympics. We're going away from the lineups we saw in the Olympics because it's Team USA. They ain't got to do nothing. They already a great team, right? They ain't got to they ain't got to go back and pick nobody up. They may go get Jaylen Brown if you're talking about getting people.
You said sweep.
And I stand on that. I said sweep. Sweep. They may go into overtime 1 game. I said sweep. Listen, I'm standing on that. I just, what's your matchups? I mean, how are you matching these teams up? I mean, who got who?
We would, you know what? That may be something we can do too.
Okay.
Is that?
All right.
But wait a minute. Okay, hold on. We agree that they'll win, but we're arguing about the matchups don't mean anything. They will not
sweep,
sweep.
man.
They're
It's a
not gonna
sweep.
sweep. They're
Team
not gonna
USA
sweep.
is sweeping the world. Just like they swept the Olympics, they're sweeping the world.
And they had some pretty tight games to do that. So
I never said it wouldn't be
okay,
tight.
so let
I
me
never said
ask
it
you
wouldn't
this.
be tight.
Let me just ask you this.
Okay.
So I just want to ask you this question. So Mo, those games that the USA played, I'm taking France, I'm taking Serbia. If you substitute, because I ain't even include Greece or Germany or anything like that. If you take their best take people off a team and then you put those players on it. Let's just say Serbia. I'll pick one. Let's just say
Okay.
Serbia. We take Serbia and we start putting those guys on there. Obviously, there's going to be guys coming off. You don't think that team elevates itself, Serbia, after with the guys that they had, how well they played against the USA, where they had a 16-point lead in that game, and Steph going off or continuing to go off in that game kept USA in that game. I'm just saying they did that without Luka, without Giannis, without Wembanyama, without Rudy Gobert, without SGA, without Jamal Murray,
all that.
So if those guys, they're not sweeping them, man.
And they getting swept. You know why they getting swept? Because the matchups are going. Listen, when you got this many, just the shooters on Team USA, and these shooters are going to get open looks. They're going to continue to get open looks. You can't double team nobody because everybody is just elite. You're not getting a lot of double teams off. On any given night, any of these guys can get hot, including Drake. I mean, Jason Tatum. Anybody can get hot.
Drake too.
Drake too. I mean, y'all might better keep him over there in Canada, but it's gonna be JB. I wish we could see this game. I wish we could see it. I wish we could see this series. It's gonna be, man. Come on, man. Come on,
You
because
could,
and listen, I'm gonna go on record and say this. I think I was highly impressed with what I saw from France, Serbia. I mean, I can't. What's my man's name? I can't remember his name for France. Who with the afro?
yeah, I
But
know who you're talking about.
I want to see him in the NBA
Yeah,
because he a
he might
dog.
have got it. I'm sure he got
Yeah,
himself some
somebody
invites.
picking up the phone and calling him. But they're not winning the game, man. I'm sorry, they're not winning the game. They're not winning the game. And even if they're playing by Olympic rules, those FIBA rules or whatever, they let them play. They let them get physical. They let them play, and I think what I didn't expect to see was Team USA really embrace that, and they did. I mean,
Okay.
they got physical, man. So
You
yeah,
you heard Mo. He said it's a sweep.
it's a sweep. I'm gonna give you. I want you to take this clip, and I want you to just just crop it and post it.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
Team USA were to play the world in a 7-game series, Team USA would not lose a single game.
You know what? The
My name
NBA,
is Maurice Nesbitt. I'm going on record with saying this.
the NBA, they probably can't do it, but that would be a great just all-star weekend.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd
Instead
be dope.
instead instead of the all-star game, let's just take one all-star weekend,
Yeah,
and on that Sunday, instead of all that alley-ooping and all that stuff, you get your
that'd be
best
dope.
12 that's in the world. You get your best 12, and whoever made the all-star, hey, you still can come, you still can celebrate, you still can do all that stuff. That's fine. They ain't out there playing for real anyway.
That'd
So
be dope.
all-star
That'd
weekend.
be
That's what I
dope.
would say. We can't get a 7-game series, but let's at least get one game.